Hey everybody, it's Chris here at Blue Ridge Racing down in Georgia on a Saturday, weekend before Christmas weekend. Hope everybody's good. Today, while this hobby, everything about it is fun. Building cars, putting together track, rearranging track, adding diorama, rocks and buildings, and tweaking cars. It's all fun. But also, running cars is fun. So today, that's all I want to do is I'm going to run some cars. Last time I ran cars, I ran a bunch of Auto World cars because I'd gotten those exclusives in from Pro Tinker. So today, we're going to run AFX cars and or affiliates. I'm going to start with the original model motoring from Aurora, the Thunderjet 500. No magnets. We're gonna run that. We're gonna run an early AFX, no magnets. Then magnet traction. I'm gonna do the Tomy Racing Turbo RT, the Super Racing Turbo SRT. We're gonna do a G Plus and a Super G Plus. And a Mega G and a Mega G Plus. So I'm gonna try and run the gamut of all those things. There's a couple of chassis types I think I don't have, but I'm gonna run everything I do. So let's get to it. Hopefully you can hear me. I moved the camera to get as much of the track in as I could. And here I am down here. So we're going to start with this little green car. I'll pause it around that corner that's closest to you, which is a original Aurora model motoring Thunderjet 500. I replaced the rear tires with some red silicones from back in the day. There it is. There's no traction magnets on this car. So it kind of does what it wants around those corners. So here we go, we'll run this one. This is a pretty good little running car for a 60-plus-year-old or 60-year-old slot car. Got no complaints about this little car. Those tires really help it hold the corners. And on this track, while I'm running these, I'll explain a couple things. Where you see these red and white stripes on the side of these two lanes, these are squeeze tracks. In the original AFX Giant Raceway, those were crossover tracks. Alright, that's it for that one. Now we got AFX, labeled AFX. Gotta get this warmed up a little bit. I'm running at 15 volts, by the way. I haven't run this car in months upon months upon months. I think I only ran it after I built it. I had the body, but I had to build up a chassis. Okay. See if I can get it to go. Well, guess what, folks? We're not going to run the AFX without magnets because there's something wrong down here. Oh wait, let me try this other one. The gears aren't hitting. I have another one over here though. Yeah, this one should work. I'll get back to that track thing in a minute. There we go. So what I found when I was messing with this, now this one really floats around because it's got some old rubber tires on it. But it's got some good speed. Is that with the crisscross tracks that were there where the squeeze tracks are now, the lane I'm running now had 95% of its running was on the outside with a guardrail. And that's just not fair for the other lane. So by taking the crisscross tracks out, it evened it out to almost 50-50. So basically this end of the track where I am, the lane I'm in has protection with guardrails. And the other end favors the other lane. So that's the AFX no magnets. Now this one's a magnet traction. And I have hopped it up with Pro 7 magnets. Oh, and it's lighted. So it's a flamethrower. This car runs pretty good. Oh, I forgot to stop it. I'll stop it around that corner when I get back there. There we go. It's a Camaro. Doesn't have a windshield. These are bodies that I got when I got all that stuff from my brother-in-law that I put in a previous video and that I was going to sell, but now I'm just going to give this track away. If somebody is near Georgia and needs some old 1960s Aurora track, let me know. I'll make sure to put my email address in the description of this video. So that's a pretty good running car. And it became much better when I put those other magnets, motor magnets in. And now this one, this is a Tomy turbo, RT racing turbo car. I don't run this one much either. I only have one or two of these. Let me turn this controller down a little bit. There we go. That's the RT car. Got a self-contained motor in it like the SRT cars do. I got this up at the Cleveland Flat Car Show just because they didn't have this model of AFX. There it is, down there, you can see it. It's a stock car of some kind. I think it's a 300Z. Yeah. Nissan 300ZX. Alright, now I'm going to do a SRT. Yeah. This is an SRT. It's a Porsche. And again, I'll stop it down around that corner for you. There it is. Pretty car. Just a beautiful livery on that car. It sits over there in the other corner with my other Porsches that are Tyco HP7s. Good runner, holds the track. This is probably my second favorite chassis of the AFX chassis. Alright, there's that one. Now let's do a G Plus. A little old G Plus. Love the sound of that. It just sounds cool. There's a G Plus. It's a F1 car. Just stop there. There you go. Good little runner. Alright, there's that one. Now, let's run a Super G Plus. AFX Super G Plus. Another Formula One car. And again, I'll stop it down around that corner when it gets there so you can see it better. There it is. I think it's an Armor All. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Armor All one. Yeah, it is. Good little runner. I can't do time trials right now or show you times because I use an app on my phone for that. The same one that Slavelli used on his HO. I think it's about time I get a timing system, and I'll probably go with the Viasu, the 2-lane version. Because I've determined I'm not changing this track to 4 lanes. I just don't have a need for it. And this setup is working really well for me. And other than Viper cars, a fast time around here is in the mid 6 seconds. Average time probably around 7.5 seconds. I can get Viper under 6. But that's a good running car right there. Alright, that is Super G Plus. Now here comes my favorite chassis. This is Mega G, not Mega G Plus, Mega G with the inline motor. I think this is the best chassis they ever made, personally. It's fast. You can upgrade it if you want to lower ohm armatures. Easily change out magnets for more downforce. Oh, I forgot to stop it. Let me stop it. One of those LMP cars. There you go. That's the Peugeot. But it just runs really, really well. This is like the second fastest car on this track. This is kind of tied with the Jag Hobbies for second. And you can run it fast enough to crash it. I just did. And last is the latest from AFX, which is the Mega G Plus. One of my 2 main collector items that I collect are Ford GTs like that, and the Daytona Cobras. Those I collect. I think I got 2 of them coming from Santa Claus, I'm pretty sure. Which leaves me with basically 2 more Ford GTs I want to get. Now these run. These are good running cars. You buy a set and you get these Mega G Plus cars in it, kids are going to have some fun. They just are. Especially at 8 volts. Even 12 volts. This is 15, but I got a controller that can handle the higher voltage. Those 120 ohm controllers can't. And for anybody that says you can't run a Mega G Plus without a 120 ohm controller, well, this is being run by not a 120 ohm controller. The electronic controller set at about 30 ohm equivalent. Can't do this with auto world cars. I'm sorry, you can't. Some of their liveries are great, especially some of the exclusives. Alright, so now, showed you that one. That's all I got to run. It should be, I hope it's under 20 minutes. I don't like going over 20 minutes. I know I can't handle an hour video. I don't watch them. So, I'm probably going to run a few more cars. And keep playing. I got a couple of Tycos out to run. 16 minutes. All right. I'm going to run one more car. I'll run the fastest car on the track. I'll run the Viper car. It's this Ford GT. I'll stop it up there. I'll go a little slow with it. Get it up there. There you go. It's one of their customs with the metal aluminum gold bulldog wheels and custom paint. Well worth the money. Now watch this thing fly. You want to go fast, this will do it. And hold the track. It's almost a blur. There. That satisfied my need for speed today. So, anyways, that was fun. Those are all AFX cars. Next time I run cars, I'll make sure and run some Tycos. Anyways, thanks for stopping and watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I just did. And I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. I probably won't do another video before Christmas. Heading down to Charleston, over to my son's there. He lives in Michigan, but he's got a place in Charleston. So we're going there for Christmas. Anyway, take care, everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And I'll see you soon. Bye.